Okay, again, open up your drive. Okay, you guys are going to create a new folder for me. So new folder. You are going to title the folder, ready, your last name, comma first name, I'll do it with you. Dash, and then in capital letters A, the number 2, B. So I have it up there, but your own name. Had a few people do that today. Okay, you can hit create. Create, everybody good? With those folder. Now open the folder for me. Make a new folder that is graded assignments. We good? Create that one, and then you're going to make a second folder that is going to be tests / quizzes. Hopefully we don't have to use this folder. Create. Please go back to the original last name, first name, A2B folder that you created. Just highlight it, don't open it. And then up top right here, the guy with the plus, you are going to share that folder with me. So just CARLINO, find Don Carlino, share it with me. Leave the pencil right where it is too, so I have editing rights, so I can move it around for you. And you can start sharing that folder with me. If you're watching this video at home right now, please do that as well. All right, here's how it's able to meet. I told you guys yesterday I needed to make a decision on whether, I'm just going to stop the unit and we'll resume when we get back. I can't do that. Okay, I can't do that. All right, I have to teach something. Okay. Now, will we do something on a daily basis? No. Everybody looks at their email. Please tell me yes. Okay. Please do so on a daily basis because I will be telling you what to do. It's either going to be one of two things. Watch a video, take the notes. That's nothing new. Or it's going to be do the graded assignment and, ready, you have three options. You could do the graded assignment using Squid or Cami if you're familiar with one of those, or do it in your packet, take a picture. Regardless of how you do it, it's got to be put in your graded assignments folder for me to see. Okay? And please label it with whatever pages it is. All right? Where can you get an online copy? So you can use Squid or Cami if you're comfortable using that on Aspen. Yep. On Aspen, there's a folder that says Matrices. Open it up. There's our packet that's electronic. Okay. Hopefully, I don't have to get to the test and quizzes part because we'll hopefully be able to come back and take one in class. But if we are out a very extended amount of time, I will email you guys a test or quiz. You'll take it, Squid, Cami, take a picture, and put it in the test and quiz for me. Everyone all right with that? Okay. That's the way we got to operate, unfortunately. Now, you just watching a video. So that's why some of you, if you check your email, may have gotten an email about an hour or so ago inviting you to Google Meet with me. Right? You can open up your email. I sent everyone that was going to be in class anyway an invitation. And I just want to show you how it works and how I plan on using it. All right? Very first thing, When we meet and you get into the meeting, mute your microphone, okay? Mute your microphone because it's going to be a lot of chatting going on and I don't want to hear it, okay? So mute your microphone. I'm going to go in the back at my desk and join myself and making sure you can hear me, and two, you can see my screen when I put it up. All right, because that's the big thing. Because if I have to teach you something, I'm not going to do it by mouth. I'm going to show, hey, here's the page in the packet. Let's get after it. Okay, so join your meeting. Make sure you look presentable. All right. Why am I not even? Oh, there we go. Is anybody? No, give me because for some reason I have no internet. If we are going to have a Google Meet, I will email you date and the link to it. All right. If we are going, I will let you guys know if we're going to do this. It's going to be during this, okay? Because I don't feel comfortable another time. It may be taking you away from another teacher. Okay, I'm trying here, guys. I just don't have any internet for some reason. You guys for being patient. Okay, this is killing me. I can't waste any, but that's where we'll be. Okay, and then you guys see each other now, but what I'll do is I'll present my screen and everyone can see the screen that I have up, which will be the notes or whatever you need. Okay, everyone good? And if I need to mute you, I'll mute you. Okay, everybody good there? This will not be an everyday thing at all. All right, it's just when I feel like we need to touch base and say, hey, do we know what's going on in the unit right now? What questions can I answer for you? And I can't make it mandatory. All right, but if you're having trouble, you might want to show up. And it will be during this time. Okay, this 1:30 time frame. Okay, close them up. Here we go. Close them up. Have out your matrices packet and a calculator if you don't have one already.
Did you give us that packet on Tuesday?
Probably on Monday, yeah. Yep. So overall, check your email every day. I will email you every single day and say, this is what you need to get accomplished today, if anything. Okay? Because it might not be anything. I might let you just have the day off. But it might be watch the video. It might be do this graded assignment. It might be I'll be on Google Meet if you need help with the assignment. Okay? So just check your email every day from me. I think that's the easiest way for me to do it for you. Okay? All right. This is going to be a tougher unit, a little tougher than the last one. This is not going to be good news for some of you in here. I can't say it any nicer. You got to be neat. Okay, you got to be neat. We're going to have numbers flying. Everyone see my example of a matrix right there? We're going to have numbers flying everywhere. Okay, and if you can't read your own numbers, you're done. Okay, and we'll probably have legit, not joking around here, we'll probably have at least 6 or 7 of these in the same problem. Okay, changing them every single time. Okay, not yet though, so don't worry about it. All right, first thing I need to go over with you is how to make one of these. Okay, how to make one. They all have rows and columns. All right, you're going to get these numbers from these equations. These look familiar, right? Those are our favorites to solve, right? 3 equations, 3 variables. We're going to solve more of them this unit, but in a matrix. So the first thing I need your help with, and I'll help you with it as well, is how to make one of these given the equations. The numbers inside come from the numbers in front of the variables. So everyone, what's the number in front of the x in the first equation? So it's going to be 2, 1, 2, and then yes, you do put in the number after the equal sign, which is 2. Now, to show that you are putting the number after the equal sign, what we're going to do is put a vertical line down in your matrix that says, okay, that's the number after the equal sign. And then we're going to keep grinding here. What's the second line, second row going to look like? Row. Okay, you guys are we picking this up here? Let me know if I go too fast here today, because it's just going to build and build and build. And then 1, -2, -3, and -6. All right, good. All right, 1 doesn't make you great. Let's keep going. What's the first row going to look like in this one? 5, -2, -3, and yes, you do have to put the 0 in. So your vertical line down followed by 0. All right, what do you think for the next one? You got to put the 0 in if the variable's not there. Yes, 1, 1, no z, so I put a 0 in for it. 5. And then, yeah, easy, easy. What's this one going to look like? 2, 0, -3, and then 4. Perfect. Nice job. Okay, so first thing you got to be able to do is build a matrix. Okay, build one. No issues? All right, real quick, can you go backwards for me? There's the matrix. What was my 3 equations now? All right, first row is going to make what? 5x, 3z equals -11. And then next one, y minus 4z equals 12. And then 7x plus 2y equals 4. Any issues? So that's the easy part, building them. Now we're going to do some operations on a matrix. We're going to do some operations. All right, here we go. I'll talk about all this, what you're allowed to do in a second. Let's go through all the operations. Part A, 1/2. What do you think the R1 means? Row 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to take row 1, and everything in row 1 we're going to multiply by what? 1/2. What about row 2 and 3? You're not going to touch it. You're going to rewrite them. Don't touch them. There's no rule that applies to R2 or R3. So it's just going to be take every single number in R1, multiply by 1/2. What's the new matrix? Okay, so what's my new R1? No. Just matrix. I'm not writing it as an equation. I just want new matrices now. So 1/2 times 2, 1. 1/2 times -6, negative. And then 2, 5. Everyone all right on those new numbers? I'm going to take this slow. What about row 2 and 3 again? No change. No change. So 1, 5, negative 5, 0, 3, 0, 4, 7. All good. That's not bad, right? And then wild guess. What do you think I'm asking for in part B? Flip row 1 and row 2. Exchange the rows. What do you want me to do to row? You always go back to the original as well. All right, we always do it on the original. So it's just taking rows 1 and 2, flipping them. What about row 3? No, not a darn thing. So flip rows 1 and 2. So
like the original one, or?
yeah, go back to the original. Yep, always good question. Always go back to the original. 1, 5, negative 5, 0. And then 2, negative 6, 4, 10. And then third row stays the same. All right. I'll let you guys just simmer there because now it's where it starts to get real. Anything you want to ask?
Yeah. If we're just solving them regularly, flipping them doesn't really do anything, right?
It might. You'll see why. This is all building up to the end here, what I need you to end up doing with these. Okay, next one. I'm going to take very, very slow on this one. First, let's read the rule together. We're going to take negative 3 and multiply it by everything in. So everything in row 1 is going to get multiplied by. Then we're going to take whatever that number is and add it to row 2. Now the question is, what do I replace? All right, what do I replace here? And the answer is whatever row you are adding. In this case, what row are we adding on? So I'm going to have a brand new row 2 here. Row 1 and 3 will remain the same. All right, so whatever row you're adding, that's the row you replace. Okay, so everyone go ahead, rewrite row 1. And if you want right now, why don't we rewrite row 3? Because the only row we were replacing is the row we're adding on to, which is 2. All right, you ready for the new numbers? Let's take this slow now. Everyone ready? Seriously, there's not many of you here, so I can take my time. We good? Okay. What's going to go in this first spot here in row 2? Ready? Follow the rule. Negative 3 times what's times 1. Everyone see where I'm at here? Good? I'll go back to this one right here. Negative 3 times 1. Go ahead in your head or out loud. Go ahead. Negative 3 times 1 plus row 2, 3. What's your new number? 0. Stop me. Everyone all right where you got the 0 from? This is, I know it's very, very time consuming, but you gotta slow it down. Next one. Negative 3, row 1. Negative 3 times? Negative 3. Say it in your mind or out loud. 9 plus 1, which would be? So now there's going to be a 10 here. All good? Next one, 2 times negative 3. Negative 6 plus negative 1. And if you don't want to do it in your head, just type it in your calculator, right? And then we got one more. 7 times, 0 times negative 3. 0 plus what? 7. So what's going to go here? 7. There it is. Whew. Everyone okay? Ask now, because I just start piling more and more onto you. Anything you want to ask? You ready to get after it now with this 4-bagger? 4 rows here? Okay. First rule, negative 2 times row 1 plus row 3. So using this rule, what row are we going to replace? Row 3. Let's just do that first, okay? And just quickly look at the other rule. What row are we going to replace with that one? Okay, so bottom line is we're going to replace row 3 and 4, so which ones aren't touched? Okay, so go ahead, recopy them now. You might as well just recopy the ones we're not touching. I don't even know why I did that. I just recopied the whole thing. One job. Okay, guys, ready? All right, let's replace row 3. Take your time. -2 times, what's in row 1 first? -2 times 1. Say it in your head. What do you got? -2 plus, what's in row 3? 2, which I'm going to replace with a 0. We okay where that came from? All right, next, -2 times -1. What's that? 2 plus 0 gives me 2. Keep going. -2 times 1, which is what? -2 plus 3 is 1. And then next one, -2 times 1 again. -2, but now you're going to add 4. -2 plus 4. Okay, yep. -2 times 3. -6, and you're going to add 11. Do you think you can do that next one on your own? Let's see if you can come out with the same numbers. So -5 times row 1. Now add it to row 4 and replace it. Think you got them? Moment of truth. What's here? Yeah. Stop. I will go over any of these here. Anything you want to go over? Going? Okay. I'm going to, for now, skip over number 4 because I like to do number 5 next. That's a little bit better. All right. Here it is, kids. Buckle up. Okay, first thing I need you to do is can you write a matrix for me? On number 5. Write a matrix. Create a matrix, please. Make sure we match before we do anything else. Okay. Here's our goal. The first column must be 1, 0, 0. We need to decide on these rules now. Okay? We need to come up with our own set of rules and apply it so I get a 1, 0, 0 here. Okay? But there's rules. There's conditions, restrictions. you can only do 3 things to a matrix. Ready? You can multiply a row. But here's the catch. By anything but 0. You can't multiply a row by 0. So by a non-zero number. And we did that. Remember, we multiplied by a half. We multiplied by -3. All right. Second thing you're allowed to do. Flip rows. And the third and final thing you're allowed to do, which we will probably do the most of, multiply, then add it to a row. Okay? What's that? Yes. So multiply and add another row. Those are the only 3 things you guys are allowed to do. All right? Go ahead, Mathis. What's up?
Add another row or add 2.
Add it like we just did here. Like multiply, add it to a row.
Oh.
That's what I meant. Okay? Okay, you ready to do this? Well, I already have a 1 there. That's good, right? That's a good start. But what do I need this 2 to become? A 0. And what's the -1 got to become? 0. Okay, you ready? Let's start thinking about this. If that's got to become a 0, what must I add to it? A -2. Everyone, we're all in agreement. I got to add a -2 to it. Any way I can get a -2 by multiplying this row by something? So, ready? What's the rule you guys just said to me? You're going to take row 1 and do what with it? Multiply row 1 by -2 and add it to. There you go. I'll get a 0 from there. Let's do it. Let's do it. And we're going to have to come up with another.
So you can do it in steps, like they stack.
What do you mean? Like I could do.
Like the effects of things stack. So like you're saying, like the row 2, and then row 2 is already how it is when you do the next step.
Correct. Listen, when I'm going to tell you guys this, and you're going to see this very quickly after we do enough of these. I'm always multiplying with row 1. Once I get a 1 there, I'm not touching that sucker again. Okay? Good? I always multiply something by row 1. Why? Because what's already in the top left-hand corner? A 1. So I can multiply it by anything I need. See where I'm going there? All right, so here you go. I'm not going to touch row 1 anymore because that already has a 1 in there like the problem asked. Okay, ready? You guys, I'll let you guys go ahead. Apply the rule you just gave me to row 2 and rewrite my new row 2 for me. Rewrite my new row 2 for me. What's your new row 2 now? It's got to be a 0, right? That's why we did this. Hopefully it's a 0, -3. 3, I don't have. Okay, all right, everyone, we'll figure this out. Ready? -2 times -2. 4, +4, right? Plus, what's in row 2? A 5. So 4 plus 5. I should have a 9 here, right? Whew, yeah, this is going to be brutal here. Easy to make a mistake somewhere. All right, next. We got to get a 0 here. There's a -1 there right now. What must you add to it to get a 0? +1. What are you going to multiply this one by? You need a 1, right? You need a +1. So what am I just going to do here? I'm just going to take R1. Look, if you want to put a 1 in front to make yourself warm inside, go ahead. But it's not needed, right? We're going to add to it what? Row 3. And I'll let you guys get after row 3 there. And I'm doing this with you because when we start actually using the matrices to solve these, this is what's got to happen. 1, 0, 0. All right, you got 0. What else you got for me? 3.
2.
-1 plus 2. As much as you guys hate solving these on your own, right? Because you always make mistakes, now we're going to solve them using the matrices. Okay, so our goal eventually, we're not ready for it yet, but 1, 0, 0, and then 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, and then whatever's left here is our answer. Okay? Yeah, that's what we're going to end up getting to that point. We got a lot of crazy stuff going on. All right, let's see how much you can do on your own here. Let me rewrite this so it's like yours. Whatever you do, you can't quit on me. I'm definitely not quitting on you guys at all this unit. Okay, ready? Everyone see my first matrix and the second one. See how it's got 1, 0, 0 already there? Okay. How did I make the 2 into a 0? How did I make the 3 into the 0? Can you guys give me 2 rules right now? 2 rules. See if you and anybody around you can come up with a rule. How did 2 become a 0? How did 3 become a 0? Write a rule for me. Write a rule for me. Okay, anybody want to give me the rule how you did 2 into a 0? -2 times row 1, then plus row 2. Good. Everyone right now, go ahead and finish row 2 now. Go ahead and finish row 2. Nice job on the rule. Also, you didn't hear, we're not going to be here on Monday. I will be, but you won't be.
Just Monday?
For maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Yes, because you guys had Friday off next week, and now it's changed to Monday. Yes. To prep, so we get a little bit of time to prep for if we have to go all this remote, even though you guys know what my deal is already. So. Yeah, because we all met yesterday and learned how to do this Google Meet thing, which it's very, very clunky for me. It's not going to be pretty. Okay, here we go. -3. No? Sure, ready? 1 times -2.
Wait, no, -2.
Plus -1.
-3.
Okay. All I'm doing right now is taking this rule and rewriting.
Oh, I was doing the wrong.
Good. Next one now. -8 times -2 plus -2. That's -16 plus -2. -18. We're all good? Okay. And then final thing I need for you guys to do before we wrap this up. How do you make the 3 into a 0? Give me a new rule now that I got to apply to row 3. Give me a new rule I can apply to row 3. Look at Devin here chiming in.
Okay, so -3.
Yep.
Row 2.
Row 2.
Well, no, okay, I was thinking.
Try to keep it row 1.
Okay.
Try to keep it row 1 for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
plus row 3.
Okay, so -3 times row 1 plus row 3. Yes.
Yeah.
Stick to my advice, guys. Always multiply row 1 by something. You could get crazy. Yep. But the thing is, yeah, you could get a little crazy, I guess. Everyone good so far? Okay, so what's the remaining row 3 now? What am I going to have here? Negative 12. Nice job. And then what am I going to have here? Negative 15. Aiden, we good?
Yeah.
You sure?
No, I just can't do math quickly.
Use a calculator. Like, there's no shame, guys, and just when you say it in your head, type it in your calculator. Okay? Last one. Now now you're going to keep using this matrix we just made. Okay? And what's the difference between this one and this final one that I have written down for you? I got 1, 0, 0. I got negative 1, 1, 1, and I got 1 and then 8 here. So what's the difference here, guys? Do I have it messed up?
No, it's
Column 2 changed.
oh yeah.
This 5 is a what?
1.
Okay. I need a rule then. That will not affect or change the zeros, remember. You better keep that a 0 there. It better not change to another number. Everyone see the difference? I'm trying to make you guys get this 5 into a 1. So what do you got to add to it? No, that'll make a 0, Aiden. What do I add?
May I have your attention, please? All athletic practices have been canceled through Sunday, March 15th. Thank you.
Okay. What do you have to add on to 5 to get negative 1? Negative 4. Where can I get a negative 4 from? Go ahead.
Why are you trying to get negative?
I'm not. I'm trying to get 1. See, look, Matt, ready? The 5 turned into a 1.
Oh,
So I need a rule. Add negative 4, but where do I get that negative 4 from to add it? From the top. What can I multiply negative 1 by to get negative 4? Okay, so ready? 4 times row 1 plus row 2. Go ahead and fill in your new row 2. And we didn't touch row 3, so you can just rewrite that one.
Wouldn't that change to 0?
No?
Oh yeah. Wait. Oh yeah, it's 0 there. Oops.
Yep.
Oops.
Now what's your new row 2? What do I have here? Yep, 0, 1. I got, ready? Okay, Aiden, ready?
Yeah.
4 times 1
Oh, I was doing negative 4 times.
plus a negative 3.
Yeah, that might be. Yep. I got it.
Good?
Yeah. I was just doing it times negative 4.
4 times 8.
4 times 8? Good question.
32 plus negative 18.
Another good question.
That's why we got calcs, right? 32 plus a negative 18.
That's
14?
yeah.
Good. And then I just rewrite the rest.
Wait, so why isn't the 0 changed? If it's like 4, it would be like 4 times 1 plus 0. Because like, doesn't it?
You're right.
change the- Yeah, but if you're adding, but it doesn't affect.
Oh,
all
you
the
got a point
columns.
there.
Like it should affect all the columns.
You got a point. Shoot. Because that would become a 4 now. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, got me there, Ray.
Big brain. Math.
Okay. So I probably should have just multiplied by 1/5 maybe to get everything. To get that to 1. Because that would be 0.
It's in.
Okay, got me.
Look, you got my
Yep.
pencil.
So guys, check your email. That's the best thing you can do for me. Every day, check your email, see what's up for the class. I'll email you every day with something.